Like the last theme that I did was a lot on self-love specifically, and how we talk about how familiarity can build contempt, right? And so that's a lot of the reasons why we fall, quote unquote, out of love with people, because we get so familiar with them, right? And that's a lot of the ways we're taught to understand love is through that like romantic lens, right?
Interesting.
Right. But if I were to say, who are you the most familiar with in terms of familiarity building contempt, it would be yourself.
I see.
So who do you think you have the most contempt for? Like, who do you
Right.
think you're the hardest on?
Right.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So that's like kind of like how I would theme. I'd like dive into that.
Sure. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Learn how to love yourself again.
Yeah, it's a process.
Forgiveness and all that
it's
stuff.
not like bubble baths, you know, and like just I
do it.
am great. I am special, you know. It's more.
People love me.
Yeah. Yeah.
People often associate that with being superficial.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so they attach that whole approach that it's a superficial thing.
And yes.
And what you're saying is that there's a lot more depth.
There's so much more depth because, and what really hooks people is, well, what about when you're not special? Like if I were to ask you, why should you love yourself? And you're like, oh, it's because I'm special. Well, what about when you're not being special? Or what about when like you're being judgmental? Are you not worthy of love then? Answer the question. Like, yeah, I am.
Right.
So it's about like that hardness, like maybe like really understanding like where you shame yourself more.
I didn't know what to answer. It was like yes or no. I don't know. Maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
No,
you
tell
are
myself
worthy.
when I'm
Is
love
the
myself
point,
when I'm
right. Yeah. Yeah.